Hi everyone, this is Bailey with Valley News Live. Just giving a few more seconds for some more people to join us and then we'll get started. All right, we have a few people here with us now. Hi everyone, Bailey Hurley here with Valley News Live. We are in the 3000 block of 20th Street South. That's just right off of I-94. We're here where Moorhead police are continuing to investigate the homicide of a taxi cab driver early this morning. Police were called here to this area just after 3:30 this morning for what was assumed to be a single car crash. I'm going to flip you around just so you can get a better idea. So that silver taxi cab is what was called in by neighbors here in that neighborhood right there. Obviously, neighbors, they say that they didn't hear anything. And so as far as they were concerned, many of them tell me that they just thought this was a drunk driving incident. They called it in as a single car crash. Moorhead police responded here, and they say that's when they found a male taxi cab driver dead in the front seat. At this point, Moorhead police are only saying that the driver sustained some trauma. Friends and family of the victim have since told us that the driver was robbed by one of his passengers. The driver was only 24 years old. They say that he picked up a passenger. The passenger tried to rob him before he shot and killed him. So that's what's happening right here. But I also want to just take you across 20th Street South. So I'm going to zoom you in over here. You can see that there's crime tape and police officers right there. So excuse me, I'm not going to try and be jerky with this, but this is where the current crime scene is. But there's also a little bit of area taped off just across the street right there. It's unclear if police think or are saying that that is where it happened and the driver then ended here. But we have two crime scenes very active right now. We've seen police trying to take some evidence, collecting evidence, taking photos over here. But obviously the major crime scene where the BCA truck, you can see that white van, that is the coroner's office, and a tow truck also just got on the scene moments ago. We have lots of Moorhead investigators and police just on the other side of the tracks as well. Now, I have been speaking with some neighbors in this area, again, right here, and they say this is a very quiet, this is a very safe neighborhood. They say nothing exciting usually happens here. I did speak with one woman today. She says the most criminal thing that's ever happened is that her car got rummaged through once and nothing was taken. So she was like, if that doesn't tell you how quiet this neighborhood is, I don't know what does. None of the neighbors I spoke with today say that they heard anything last night. They didn't hear any gunshots. They didn't hear any sort of criminal activity. Again, as far as they were concerned, they thought that this was a drunk driving incident gone wrong. So neighbors are very shocked, as you can imagine. This happened in their backyards. I mean, if you can tell, this is people's backyards, and this is where the taxi cab ended up. Again, I have been speaking with friends and family of the victim. Obviously, they are heartbroken. We won't be naming him right now until Moorhead police do, or unless we get permission from the friends and family of the victim. Again, but they did tell us he is only 24 years old, and they say that he was robbed by one of his passengers that he picked up. So from that second crime scene that we see just across the street, it's unclear if the taxi cab driver picked up the passenger there, and that's where the attempted robbery turned homicide went down. All we know right now is there's two crime scenes that police are investigating. Police will not confirm with us right now what family and friends of the victim are telling us. Police aren't calling this a robbery gone wrong. Police aren't telling us what kind of trauma the victim received. They're just saying that there was trauma sustained, the gunshot, and the robbery gone wrong is information that we have been receiving from the sisters and the very other close family and friends of the victim. The Minnesota BCA continues to be here. You can see now that that van is gone, that is the taxi cab. I did reach out to Doyle's cab company earlier today. At this point, they don't have any comment on the situation or the driver involved. Obviously, a very sad and tragic situation that happened here in Moorhead earlier this morning. At this point, we don't know if Moorhead police have any suspects or if they have made any arrests. Um, I if I would assume that there's a log where taxi cabs take of which places and who they're going to pick up. But again, Moorhead police are obviously keeping the details very slim at this point as they continue this very active and ongoing investigation. Hopefully, they will have some sort of update for us later this afternoon. I'm just going to turn the camera and I'm going to scroll through some comments just to see if there's anything that I missed before I let you all go. Taxi driver, Lynn, you can see it's a Doyle's taxi cab that was involved. Julie, the address is in the top of this live video. We are in the 3000 block of 20th Street South. I tried to put as much information in the title of this video as I could. I think I answered all of the questions that you guys have. Give you one more look. The tow truck is now pulling up to the taxi and going to take that away. I'm going to guess they're going to take it to the Moorhead Police impound lot to continue to be processed for any evidence. BCA is cleaning up all of their evidence processing tools. More officers are here on the scene now, just cleaning up. Do you know if the apartment has anything to do with it? Cassandra, great question. At this point, we don't. So if you're just joining, there are two crime scenes here. We have this main crime scene where the taxi cab ended and where Moorhead police say they found that male taxi driver dead in the front seat. And then just across 20th Street South, we have another crime scene. You can see officers are here. You can see crime scene tape. We don't know the relation to the two. The family tells us that the taxi cab driver picked up a passenger and that passenger tried to rob him before he shot and killed the driver. Moorhead police are not confirming that with us, so you can only assume that the passenger may have been picked up here, but I don't want to speculate. All we know is that there are two crime scenes right across the street from one another. So if I zoom out, you can get maybe a little bit of a better sense of the radius of this scene. At this point, that's all I know right now. I just wanted to check in with you all. We'll have much more. I'll have a reaction from the neighbors here in town, as well as some reaction from the victims' family and friends tonight on Valley News Live at 5 and 6. Until then, we will keep you updated on valleynewslive.com. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Have a great day.